The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
The Jets are taking one of the most embarrassing streaks in sports history. Personally, good. Will it make a big difference? We'll talk about that and much more. Dylan Tereman is going to be joining us. Let's go US. Let's hit it and get it started.
We sitting in here, we excited as hell.
Now it's time to get to work. Are you a happy guy?
Oh my goodness, let's go!
I haven't felt joy talking about the Jets in a long time. When they announced it, I went, yeah! Let's go!
A new chapter for the Jets has started. Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji are tasked with shaping the future of this franchise. Will they be the ones to finally get it right? We will be here for every step of the journey on the Jake Asman Show, breaking down all the storylines, every game, and everything in between. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chats, baby. Cut the line. The Jake Asman Show starts right now. Here we go, Jet fans. Welcome in, everybody. Show number 2 on the day. If you missed the first one with Tanky V, make sure you check it out after you get done watching this one. Like the video. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And as always, we are presented by PrizePicks. We will see you on Saturday. Tickets still available to Gangrene Beach Club at HQ2 in Atlantic City. Make sure you go to gangrenebeachclub.com to lock in your spot to hang out with me, Wayne Corbett, and some of your favorite content creators, reporters, super fans, all in one place. Right now, we say hello to our guy, Dylan Tereman, the host of the DT Experience. Dylan, you and I were talking off air. It's been about, 3 weeks or so since we last had you on the show.
Yeah, I almost forgot what you look like. Luckily, you do 4 hours of shows a day, so I can always remind myself. But good to be back. It's been, 3 weeks, I feel like, scheduling issues. I know you were really busy with radio, but hey, it's a Monday. That's great. I get to start off the week, and we have USA soccer tonight, Monday Night Football, some are calling it, and
which usually really favors the home team, by the way. So hopefully that remains the case in Seattle later.
Yeah, I'm really excited, man. Obviously, we have half of an eye peeled to Portugal, Spain, just in case one of those two come away with the win. Then the United States will be playing one of them, but we still have Jets football stuff to talk about, which is cool. It's always good when you have content to talk about in July because it's absolutely slow right now.
It is slow, but hey, the bottom line is when you're Jet fans, you always find a way to discuss the Jets. And I thought Rich Samiti had an interesting article that came out on ESPN.com earlier, where in the story, a couple of the Jet players who were a part of the secondary last year, including Brandon Stevens, said that they're taking the historic interception drought personally. You read the article. I will link the article in the live chat right now for everyone watching to take a look. But what were your key takeaways from reading some of the quotes from some of the players and just Rich going through the revamped secondary as a whole? Obviously, Minkah Fitzpatrick's the biggest name, but they made several free agent signings. They obviously used a notable draft pick on a corner in D'Angelo Pons. Your thoughts on the story from Rich on the Jets secondary?
Yeah, revamped might be an understatement. It feels like from the day Aaron Glenn was hired in late January last year till right now, what is that, 15, 16 odd months? It's completely changed. The entire cornerback room, the safety room to a degree has changed more from year 1 to year 2 than it did last year, but it's going to look entirely different. And Rich noted it, the only kind of holdover or stability piece, if you want to call him that, is Brandon Stevens. And then everything outside of that is kind of up to interpretation. And we're kind of waiting to see what happens in terms of depth chart. I like that he talked about Nahshon Wright being the favorite to start opposite Brandon Stevens, because I did my positional rankings on my channel and I said the same thing. I was like, it's just a guess right now, but it feels like Nahshon Wright is playing really good. A knack for taking away the ball. Unfortunately, Rich does highlight the, I guess the luckiness of Nahshon Wright's interceptions, one on a Hail Mary, 2 against JJ McCarthy, 1 against Rattler. So it's like there's positives and negatives with Nahshon Wright. I kind of think he's the Walmart Trayvon Diggs it's feast or famine. He's going to get a pick, and he's probably going to get a pick six, get his hands all over the ball for an entire game, and then he'll have a 2 or 3 game stretch where he's just getting cooked for touchdowns. But if he's the starter ahead of AZ, that's fine. The thing that interested me the most was the part about Minkah Fitzpatrick and what his usage is going to be. If he is not playing post single high free safety more often than not, I'm going to be a little upset, because that's going to force them to play a lot of big nickel with Andre Cisco and Dane Belton or Malachi Moore, like Rich alluded to in the article. I don't want those guys playing a lot of meaningful snaps, and having Minkah Fitzpatrick in the slot also keeps 2 really good corners on the bench. You already are going to have one of Wright and AZ Thomas on the bench, and then you have Pons and Brownlee on the bench if Minkah's in the slot. So like, you're putting a lot of good players on the bench if Minkah is in the box more often than not. So that was the only, disagreement I had with the argument or with the article, and hopefully it's a little bit more balanced. But if he is a chess piece, that does concern me a little bit more than him playing free safety.
What's the best secondary if you just take the best players and say, these are the best we could put out there?
I think it's probably right now Stevens and Wright on the boundary, Pons in the slot, we'll just go 5 DBs with Minkah and Belton as your 2 starting safeties. And I know Rich said Cisco is probably the starter opposite Minkah, so if they really want to have those 2 guys on the field at the same time, sure, but I would say Dane Belton a little bit ahead of Andre Cisco. Now, if they wanted to go like dime package, so 6 DBs, I would definitely consider Belton, Cisco, Minkah in the box, Pons as the other slot corner, and then Wright and Stevens on the boundary. So they have options, but Minkah being the roamer kind of limits their options, in my opinion.
I feel like Minkah Fitzpatrick is a big X factor for like the floor versus ceiling of what the secondary actually is. Because if he has a year closer to what he has been for basically all of his career, you still squeeze out another like Pro Bowl level season from him. That goes a long way. Whereas if he's on the decline and he's just like a slightly above average safety, because I don't think he's going to be awful. I think he's still capable of being a very good player. My friends who are Dolphins fans said he was still good last year. So I don't think he's just going to fall off a cliff. But I feel like he's kind of the X factor in swaying like the level that we get overall from that secondary. Because if he's not good or he's just okay, I don't love the other safety options. I don't love Malachi Moore. I certainly don't love Andre Cisco. And I like Dane Belton as a nice like depth signing, but I don't want him starting for me. And that's kind of the problem the Jets are in with that secondary.
Yeah, I had the safeties labeled as my least favorite, like least best room positionally on the Jets internally in my summer ranking series. And that's because it's Minkah Fitzpatrick and then a whole lot of question marks. And if this entire thing is true where Minkah is playing in the slot, I am very nervous. Now, the one thing I do like about Minkah Fitzpatrick, and not to poo-poo on any of your Dolphins fans, friends, but any season where he finishes not in a Dolphins jersey, he's a Pro Bowler or an All-Pro. So the year he got traded away from Miami to Pittsburgh, he finished that season as a Pro Bowler. So like anytime he's in the Dolphins jersey to end the season, he doesn't get the accolades. So hopefully that kind of carries over to the Jets and we get some version of a Pro Bowler, maybe a second team All-Pro at best out of Minkah. He's paid like the 13th highest paid safety at 13 and a third on that $40 million extension they gave him after trading for him. So they got him in like a very cost-effective trade and then gave him a deal that if he is average, he's certainly living up to the financial perspective of this too. So he is a bit of an X factor for me as well, because if he does not do the things that he's supposed to do, get 4, maybe 5 interceptions, direct people the way he's supposed to, kind of like what we think DeMario Davis is going to do at the linebacker position, then yeah, we're going to get a very uneven at best secondary from the Jets this season.
My favorite quote in the whole story, I alluded to it earlier, Brandon Stevens saying, "It's hard to believe it could happen, but it happened. I think all the guys are taking that personally because it's part of our name. How do we want to rewrite this story after that?" I hope they do take the interception-less drought personally. I think in a franchise that has been known to be a laughing stock. That is one of the more embarrassing things that's happened to any team in the history of sports. To go 17 games in the NFL without an interception in a league where teams pass the ball more than ever before, I think that is the height of embarrassment. When you also factor in they have a defensive head coach who had 40 plus interceptions in his playing career and was known as a ball hawk. Like that is like the Jets were pathetic last year. That stat right there is in a category of its own as far as ineptitude goes. I hope it pisses everyone off in that room because it's mind-boggling, and they need to end that drought that like immediately. Week 1 in Nashville, get a pick on Cam Ward and set the tone that things are going to be different this year.
Yeah, it's certainly like the red mark or the dark mark on the Jets right now. And like you said, Aaron Glenn has a history of doing this. Like he's what, 4th, you said, on the Jets all-time list in terms of interceptions with 41. Like that was kind of his skill set, was taking the ball away. So for his unit to not have any last year, you retained Chris Harris, the DB's coach, and I know he was in contention to be DC at one point, and then he was passed over for Steve Wilks, and then he got the interim job when Steve Wilks was fired, and then retained his job when basically no other defensive coach kept their job. It's kind of, concerning that they didn't really, address that situation, but the players they brought in hopefully will address that situation. My biggest thing is, how did you not even, deflect a pass in the air and come down with it, right? Like you see defensive tackles. Tavondre Sweat has an interception in his career. If somebody like him could do it, like how did the Jets not have one opportunity in 18 games or 17 games, to do it? So it has to happen week 1, or it's going to be the talking point every time the Jets are brought up until it happens.
I mean, they retained the DB coach who they made the interim DC after Wilks was fired. What are we doing? Like, again, I just think it's such a bad look for Aaron Glenn. It's very tough to take him seriously when he then comes out and says play calling is a superpower. Like, he's got a lot to prove, man. You better prove that immediately. Otherwise, you're going to remain on the hot seat and be the butt of everyone's jokes if this streak continues to last multiple games into the upcoming season.
Play call is my superpower, really.
Week 1, INT, DT. I need it badly.
It has to happen. And I'm sure, there's moments in Cam Ward's, rookie season that he would have liked to have back where he was a little, jumpy with the ball and put it in harm's way. We'll see if he's learned from that. We'll see what kind of coaching Dayball, right? It's Dayball is giving him in Tennessee right now. So we'll see what version of Cam Ward we get. But I do think there's going to be opportunities at the bare minimum, right? And at worst, the Jets should be able to win this game, right? So theoretically, from a game script perspective, you would think in the second half, the Jets have the lead. The Titans are trying to come back. Maybe he's throwing it a little bit more in harm's way than he should because they are trying to, gain some points at the end of the game. So I can't see it going to the home opener against the Packers. But could you imagine it? I know we were both in the building for this. The roughing the passer on Zach Wilson against the Chargers. That was the loudest moment of the game because Herb Charles tripped over the sprinkler. Darius Davis scored a touchdown in like the opening 5 minutes, and we knew it was cooked from there. But they cheered so loud for that roughing the passer penalty. Imagine how loud, Jake, that everybody will be in that stadium against Green Bay. Maybe they're 1-0 and don't get an interception, and everybody's okay with it from a fan base perspective. But that stadium will be rocking when it happens, and it's unfortunate that it's not like touchdowns or wins. It's little things like roughing the passer and interceptions.
If you tell me they win week 1, but they don't get a pick, but they get the first pick in the home opener, so we get like the loudest Bronx type of jeer you could have like that night they got the roughing call against the Chargers in 2023, I'd be okay with that. That'd be pretty awesome.
All right, let's take it 1,000 steps further. Would you take a playoff berth season? You can pick whatever seed you want. Obviously, first is unrealistic. A playoff berth season, they continue the regular season interception list streak.
Yes. I don't know how
I would possible. I would too. Right. But yes, I would totally take it too. But that puts it in perspective. Like from a fan base perspective, when you're losing, that stuff always comes up. But nobody gives a shit if you're winning and you just can't get interceptions because hopefully you're causing fumbles and
if you're winning, chances are that's not happening because
yes,
like turnover battle is like a huge deciding factor in whether or not you win the game in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly.
Comments, questions, super chats. They cut the line. We got a great giveaway today for those of you tuning in. I'm excited about this one. G5 sign football. Garrett Wilson sign ball up for grabs. We are approaching the 1-year anniversary of Garrett signing his long-term extension with the New York Jets. To celebrate, we are raffling away a signed Garrett Wilson football. Gift a membership to enter or send in a super chat that qualifies $10 or more to get 2 raffle tickets. Derek, the Kansas Jet fan, is the first to enter today. Let's go, Derek.
And here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
New set of weekly prizes. Brees Hall custom framed jersey display is the top prize. We're adding that, but because we didn't do as many shows this past week and my schedule at the end of this week is a little wonky, so we're just adding prizes to what was already a 5-prize raffle. Plus, signed Joe Namath football, Joe Klecko signed helmet, Wayne Corbett signed football, a Jets Legends jersey, and 2 tickets to our Gangrene Beach Club event this Saturday. If you want in on the conversation, the link to join the show is pinned in the live comments. That is the call-in link, the Gustbuster Umbrella Hotline. So if you want in, you certainly can be a part of the program. DT, I know you saw the comments from Kevin O'Connell. I talked about it in depth with Frankie from U Stadium this morning, but I'm just going to show you an image, and you tell me if it makes it move a little bit.
Yeah, man, it does. And that's from somebody who wants Aaron Glenn to succeed and do all the positive things that we want our coach to do. It just hits a little different. I said to you offline or backstage before the show, I was like, I go right back to Hard Knocks when he was cut by the team. To have a full circle moment like this would be cool. Obviously, it helps that him and the GM are really close. What were they, roommates in high school or college? Not high school, college roommates. So yeah, this is really cool. But again, I wish we didn't have to talk about the potential of this happening. But damn, it would look really cool if it did happen. Like, we just need an offensive-minded coach who's going to like bring us into 2026 NFL football.
KOC would be perfect. He is a guy who played for the Jets. He's got experience, offensive guru, quarterback guru, been successful without great quarterbacks. If they could somehow get him, to me, he's worth trading one of your first-round picks for. That's how good of a coach I think he is.
Yeah, there's very few, and I know we talked about it, I think like a month and a half ago or 2 months ago about Mike Tomlin. He's another one of those guys, like if the opportunity arises and you can get, what do we have, like 7, 18, and 26 or something like that, just spitballing our 3 picks. You give up 26 for Kevin O'Connell, I think that's pretty reasonable. I don't remember what the Broncos were picking when they gave up their first for Sean Payton, but I believe it was something, not like a top 10 pick or anything like that. Like, that'd be a little crazy for a coach, but you have 3 of them. You're going to get a quarterback with one of them. We pretty much know that. And then if you can get the coach to pair with the quarterback, that's fine and dandy too. But my hope is we spend 3 picks on great players and Aaron Glenn lives up to the billing, hopefully.
So your hope is that Aaron Glenn turns it around and he's the guy to lead us to glory.
Yeah, I'll have to send it to you, but I was helping my boss put up like a net covering for his pool for the 4th of July, and we had to pull the tension on the ropes so we could tie them. And I was holding on to the rope, and I was like, hold on, dude. And I stopped, and I took a picture of myself holding on to the rope. I was like, I want to send this to Jake. I forgot to do it because I started, having a couple 4th of July beers. But I was holding on to the rope, and I thought about you.
Just don't let go of the rope.
Don't you dare let go of the rope. Hit the like button if you're joining us. Comments, questions, super chats. They cut the line again. Garrett Wilson signed football up for grabs at the end of our show. Kerry Rhodes predicted the Jets to make the playoffs, DT. You buying it?
No. I think unfortunately, no. I think they'll miss by like a game or 2 if a lot of things break in their favor. If they get 9 wins, I still don't think that's enough in today's league. So unfortunately, no. But hey, Kerry Rhodes, man, I think he's a legend of the Jets. I mean, in our era, I feel like he was so good.
A 2000s Jet legend.
Yes, for sure. But like, I don't know, whatever he did well for the Jets. I still remember the Anquan Bolden thing. That was him, right? That was him that hit Anquan Bolden and knocked his jaw loose in the end zone. That was
I think you're
rough.
right.
That was rough.
I think you're right. Kerry Rhodes, man, I had a bobblehead of him growing up in my old childhood bedroom. I think the Jets did like Kerry Rhodes bobbleheads for one of the home games. My dad went and brought it back.
Dude, bobbleheads are so expensive nowadays, man.
I still had it somewhere. I'd love to sell it, but I think it broke in like one of the moves over the years.
Yeah, they're not very durable when you're moving. And
also, apparently, it was Eric Smith who knocked out Bolden. It wasn't Kerry Rhodes.
Excuse me. Sorry.
That's from Embolette. So Embolette wouldn't lie to us.
Oh, he would know. He would know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Tereman is our guest. If you guys want in on the conversation, again, the link is pinned in the comments. So we will do some of your calls coming up. Dylan, I want to ask you a question that I've asked a bunch of my guests because everyone's had different answers, and I think it's been fascinating to hear some of the rationale from everyone. The question that I asked many, inspired by a Jet Nation tweet last week, top 3 Jets you're expecting to see a big jump from this year. So answer with any 3 you like on any criteria you like, because people have looked at this from different perspectives. What say you when you see the question there on the screen?
I like this one. First off, shout out Jet Nation, where I was brought up in the podcasting world. So shout out to them. 3 players. I think you have to put Mason Taylor in this bracket. What was it? 395 yards, 1 touchdown that came from Brees. I don't expect him to be the tight end 1. I think that's going to be Kenyon Sadiq, but I do think him as the tight end 2 in Frank Reich's offense, we could see, a slightly uptick in production, even as the tight end 2 in this offense. So I would say Mason Taylor will be my first one. I feel like a lot of people have probably said A.D. Mitchell in this one. So I'm going to steer a different direction and say Olu Fashanu. And I say that because he's had a safe floor, but I think we need that like dominant Olu season, kind of like what the high points of Armand Membu were last year. And then maybe you can talk about him as a Pro Bowler, second team, potentially first team All-Pro. I know a lot of left tackles just transitioned over from right tackle, like Tristan Wirfs and some of those players, but Penei Sewell is another one. But Olu is a guy I think we could see a big jump from. And then I'll go defense for the last one. And it kind of worries me because at the top we talked about him potentially not even being a starter, but I think we should expect to see a big jump from A.Z. Thomas. I
like that.
I don't know why I get why he wouldn't be starting, but I feel like he's a very underrated high-end cornerback 3, and maybe him and Wright become the starter, and Brandon Stevens is on the bench. And I know that sucks to put a lot of money on the bench, but A.Z. Thomas had some moments last year. I know he almost had an interception, and he stepped out of bounds before securing the catch, but like he did some really good stuff in pass coverage last year. So I would say A.Z. Thomas. So what was that? Mason Taylor, Olu, and A.Z. Thomas are my 3.
Comments, questions, super chats. They cut the line. Agree or disagree with Dylan Tereman's top 3 there? You let us know. We'll do some of your calls, but first we are presented by PrizePicks. Here's my World Cup theme lineup that I gave out earlier. Got to check to see how many shots Ronaldo has on the net, because right now the game remains scoreless between Portugal and Spain. If he has at least 2, we'll be all set from that. And then tonight, the man who was freed, baby, Flo Balogun. He's going to score and piss off the rest of the world, baby. That's what we do. So that is my PrizePick lineup for today's World Cup action. 2-pick power play, 10 to win 25. Make your own lineups with PrizePicks. Code HMA when you sign up. Turn $5 into $50 immediately in your account. And by the way, Ronaldo, he already has 3 shots on net. So that's already hit. Now we just need a Flo Balogun goal later, DT. And this PrizePick power play will cash. Let's go, America. USA, USA all the way.
Hell yeah, man. I'll be rooting for Flo to get in his flow state tonight. But I do think all it comes down to really is how involved do they get Christian Pulisic? He's the catalyst. He's the facilitator. He's the guy,
the Jet fan.
Yeah, he's the guy that demands two bodies whenever he has the ball. So if he can get people open and get those passes going in the middle of the field, maybe they don't play him at wing, maybe they play him in the center, and then he could feed Flo, because we don't know how fit Flo is, right? He wasn't practicing all week with the team because he thought he was going to be out, and the manager, Pedicino, even talked about that. So we'll see if Flo comes on late or if Flo gets subbed out early. What version of Pulisic do we get? That's going to be the key factor. Hell yeah, man. The fact that he's a Jets fan and it's not like forced like some of these guys that come to MetLife, it's a good feeling.
I mean, let's be real. There's no reason to be a bandwagon Jet fan. Those don't exist.
You're telling me Sexy Red is a real Jets fan?
Sexy Red lives and dies with every play like you.
She can't
get enough.
She was in shambles when Rodgers sat back down on the turf.
She's devastated. I mean, she was crying in Woody's arms in the luxury suite.
She canceled her whole next album.
Man. Let's go, Pulisic. Score a goal tonight.
Let's go.
Maybe you should play quarterback. Good point here by Splinch. Can Pulisic maybe actually, can we get Pulisic to be our kicker? Because the Jets seriously do have a need at kicker.
That's true. This conveniently ends. The final is in MetLife Stadium, so it's not like Jets executives won't be in attendance watching firsthand. And hey, maybe you just give him a 1-year deal. Whatever his money is in Europe, you can convert it. I know he's already American, so it helps. But does he still play in the Premier League?
I think he's in one of the Italian leagues now.
He's in the Italian league now. Oh, he plays for Milan now. Okay, see, dude, I can't keep up with the club teams. It's so hard. They transfer
so many leagues.
It's like basketball, dude. Like every year, somebody like big changes names, and you got to like reset the whole board. So, but yeah, he's a good player. He could do better than Young Wei Koo and Cade York, I'm sure.
Probably not wrong there. Ladies and gentlemen, to your calls we go, and we say hello to Brandon, who's first today. Hello, Brandon.
How's it going, Jake and Dylan?
What's up,
Brandon?
Yes. So I'm looking forward having these players talking about they're taking this year personally,
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad they are.
Especially after last year was just a disaster and all that. But I'm hoping that it's the defense from this year is looking, is me looking like night and day, because like I said, no interceptions last year was just it's terrible. I know with the roster that we have, it should definitely, be a little bit easier for us. And with that being said, I think we should get way more wins this year. Call me crazy.
No, I don't think it's crazy to expect. I mean, we should expect more wins. 3 was terribly low last year. Like we should expect minimum 6, and some people might say 5, but I say 6 wins. And accountability is what it goes back to with the interceptions. The team is taking accountability. The coaching staff hopefully is taking accountability. They understand how serious this interception drought needs to end. So it's almost already as bad as the playoff drought, because it should not have happened in the first place.
Yeah, and I'm hoping, honestly, and I heard what Frank said earlier. We're just a QB away, and I feel as long as I feel like Gino's he's competent enough to get us to the playoffs. Like, how Tyrod Taylor got the Bills to the playoffs. He wasn't the greatest quarterback, but he was good enough to get them to the playoffs. I feel like we're in that situation now. It could go left, it could, but I'm hoping that from the improvements that we made, that we could at least sneak into the playoffs. Hopefully, I know it sounds crazy, but from the improvements this roster made, I think it's possible.
Well, I mean, look,
yeah,
I don't know if Gino is capable of taking them to the playoffs. I do know he's way better than what they had last year, and I think the roster's at a point where if the head coach is truly right that play calling is a superpower and the defense is drastically better, the offense should be drastically better. There should be an improved team that's in the hunt going into the last month of the year. Like, that should be the goal for the Jets. Give their fans a season that doesn't feel like it's over before the month of September.
Yeah, because if that doesn't happen, I'm gonna scream. If we lose week 1, I'm gonna call back at the show, and as a form of therapy, I might just start screaming.
Yeah, this is a good place.
I haven't heard.
This is a good place to come and scream after the game, Brandon. This is.
That's what we do, Brandon. Appreciate your call, man. And he's right. They should be a lot better. Again, their win total is 5.5, but that doesn't mean it's acceptable to win 6 games. No. Be a surprising team. We're due for a surprise year. It's been 15 years of missing the playoffs, but 10 since they won at least 8 games or more. Yeah. Again, they have not had a winning season in 10 years. It's pathetic.
Yeah, that's the despicable one. And it's the circumstances that had to have happened for that 10-7 season to happen. Or was it 10-6 at the time? Yep. For that 10-6 season to happen and still miss the playoffs by 3 interceptions and 1 hole in Dylan Tereman's living room wall later by Ryan Fitzpatrick. Like, all those circumstances that had to happen for that one outlier of a season to get 10 wins, like, the Jets fans are due. Maybe not the Jets themselves, but the fans are due for like a 9-win season out of nowhere. And
the Jet fans getting a little crazy.
We get a little crazy for a 9-8 year.
Yeah, Fireman Ed would go absolutely ballistic to see 9 wins on the board for the Jets, I'm sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now we only have 1 entry in our raffle. And we're raffling away a Garrett Wilson signed football. So I'm going to take matters into my own hands. All right. It's July, dog days of summer before training camp. I'm going to gift right now 5 channel memberships, and everyone who gets one will be in for a chance to win a G5 signed football. You guys make it possible to do Jets Talk year round. And for that, I'm grateful. So Dylan, count to 5, and I'm going to give 5 memberships.
1, 2, I don't have my counter beast with me. I think it's 3, 4, 5.
Bang. 5 gifted memberships right now. Hit it.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Don't leave. Who let the dogs out? Don't leave.
If you hear your name, you have a chance to win a Garrett Wilson signed football courtesy of yours truly, Christian Martin. Do not pass go. Jet Mets, Gunjo Q2, MTA, Winston G, all receiving a gifted membership. Dana wants to know, is that weekly or daily? That's end of the show. Daily raffle. Garrett Wilson signed football for anyone who wants to enter during this show. We will continue with your calls, but first an update from Communist Beast, who wrote in, just had my shower for the second time around. Hot shower after a good workout. Ladies and gentlemen, we head live to an attic where a communist is standing by.
People used to call me Pits. That's why I shave my goddamn body here. That's why I shave my pits. That's why I want to stay fresh.
Why did they call you Pits?
Because I used to stink.
Hello, Commie. We can't hear you. Every time you play, it never makes an actual sound on the show.
Rejected. Sorry.
Oh man, Beastbreaker, what's up with you? Play your guitar, we can't hear you. Play it. Beastbreaker, play your guitar, we can't even hear you, buddy. Beastbreaker. I can do a USA chant better than you can. Beast. I can do a better USA chant. USA, 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 U.
Oh shit! You son of a bitch! I just got a little gas.
Great stuff there from Beast. We can't hear him play the guitar. There's nothing like it. Shout out to the Human Fund, who's in the raffle for 1. Shout out to Ozzy Fullers, who's in the raffle for 1 as well. Good job to both of you. Yeah. Dana says, Commie Beast is my new favorite variant. Have you been following the Commie Beast storyline, DT?
I saw it in the chat. I'll be honest, I have been so swamped with work that I have not been keeping up with the Beast saga. What is new with the man in the attic?
It's kind of weird. He wears a MAGA hat, as you know, and that saying stands for Make America Great Again. Yet, anytime we've asked Beast if he's rooting for the U.S. soccer team in the World Cup or if he can give us a USA chant, he just can't do it. There's like something fundamentally broken where he can't give a USA chant. So many now think he's actually a communist. And if true, I can't have a communist be the guy sending me to the Wheel of Champions every day. I don't support that. So that's kind of the conundrum we're in right now.
That's tough. Why won't he give us a USA chant? I feel like he'll chant about just about anything else. Why not support his country that he loves so much? Beast, why can't we get a chant, man? What's going on? I'm new to this. I don't know why. This is my first day on the job. Why are they calling you communist? Why won't you chant USA, man? Like, it's our country.
You live here,
you don't think do you not think it's great enough to chant it?
Commie this, commie that, blow it out your ass. I'm playing bullshit with y'all today. Not playing games. We're done playing games here.
So why can't you answer our question then?
I know you don't hate the country, so
sounds like he does.
I would never.
Hulk Hogan is rolling over in his grave right now.
Wow. That hurts, brother.
You know, thousands of people right now are going through a lot of stressful timing, stressful problems because of money and life. And
what does that have to do with the U.S. soccer team?
Oh, there's a lot to do about that right now. A lot of things.
Really?
People are going through a lot of struggles. I'm sorry.
Amanda writes in, just joined at the most ideal time. Hi, Beast. Amanda's rooting for the U.S.
I wish I had a happy life, but I don't. All my life I've been put down because of assholes from grammar school to high school.
What does that have to do? What does that have to do with the U.S. soccer team?
Special ed class for let's see. How many times have I been kicked in the nuts? Plenty of times.
Rejected. Sorry.
Being kicked in the nuts has nothing to do with U.S. soccer, Beast.
Or being in special ed classes.
We'll try again later. In the meantime, Prison Mike joins us. Hello, Mike.
Hey, I don't know what that was all about. I'm just hearing about this whole thing, Jake, like now, because I've been busy myself, and I'm lost.
I'm very lost, too, because the whole thing started where I think I said to Beast during a show, like, oh, Beast, give us a USA chant, like the U.S. soccer team plays tonight, thinking, like, he'll obviously do it. He wears a MAGA hat frequently on the show. Should be the easiest thing in the world. And then he just has refused to do it, and then people did some digging, and they think he's a communist now.
That's funny stuff, you know. Hey, last Wednesday, I officially become a senior citizen at 65 on July 1st. So now I'm ready for all my discounts.
Happy belated.
Wow.
Happy belated.
Happy birthday.
I think your mother's was the 30th, Jake, if I remember listening. Was that true?
June 30th. Yeah, my dad's is June 10th.
Wow.
It was Friday.
I tried to get to your morning show, but I couldn't. I just heard you guys. This, you know, the college roommate thing, you know, with O'Donnell and, you know, Muji. Remember with McShay and Douglas, and they were college roommates, and we were all going over the moon when all the comments came out from McShay. So let's calm it down a little.
Well, if you remember, Douglas tried to hire McShay, and McShay turned him down. So that did actually happen. Maybe a similar thing could happen here with Muji through back channels, seeing if KOC could become available.
Well, listen, that means for that to happen, we have to root for Mr. Glenn to be out. So, you know, you want to root for the guy, but if you want the other guy, something has to give. As far as the question you had on, my players, I think, are going to excel. I think Hall is going to excel big time because they're not going to stack 8 in the box, 9 in the box. At least Gino can complete a pass downfield. Okay, so he's going to have a lot of opportunities. And as far as, you know, receiver, I think Garrett's going to go up this year. Same reason. Gino's going to be able to complete the pass. You're going to have Cooper now on the other side, who I'm telling you, he's going to be a stud. Okay, and they're not going to be able to double team him. And Garrett's going to be able to get open and a guy who can complete the pass. Those are my 2 big guys for big seasons. What do you think, Dylan?
Yeah, I really I agree with both. I like your Omar Cooper take. And your thing about Gino, that is going to be the biggest difference with this offense. And the end of the season, we'll see it. Last year, the amount of 1-high safeties that defenses played against us because they wanted to bring an extra player in the box to help combat Breece Hall, especially when Garrett Wilson missed the last, 7-10 games of the year, whatever it was. They knew what was happening. This year, Geno Smith is going to force more too high looks from that safety group, back them up off the line of scrimmage a little bit, and that's going to open up Brees. But I like your point about Omar Cooper, adding him and Sadiq. Who do you double cover? You can't double cover Garrett on every play.
Nope.
You can't double cover AD. You can't double cover Cooper. And Sadiq is probably going to command a body and some eyes going that way as well. So, like, so many people. And then you have Brees out of the backfield. It's like, who's accounting for the running back? Like, that is the biggest thing to me is the safety usage, single high versus too high against the Jets. And when they go man-to-man against us, what does our personnel look like and who dictates the most coverage?
I'll tell you, how bad have we been that we have to say 9 wins? Wahoo!
Oh, man.
I mean, my God. You know, and I'll tell you, I haven't talked to you, Jake, I think since the Knicks won the title. Can we just have like this deja vu where the Knicks win the title, the Jets win the title the same year together, USA wins the World Cup? It just here's my prediction. If the USA wins the World Cup, something big's going to happen with the Jets this year. I'm telling you.
Especially with the final in MetLife. With the final in MetLife, that's going to be huge. Like, how there's too much like good aura and good juju in the city, in New Jersey now. Like, they've sprinkled it on. The Jets just need to take it and run with it. And hopefully none of it gets transferred to the Giants.
I hope so. Jake, I'm looking I'm 50-50 for Saturday. Did get the day off for work, so I'm trying to get down there, get a couple of people to go. So it's supposed to be nice, supposed to be gorgeous weather. So, you know, you will see. But, you know, I just want to call in, guys. I haven't talked to you, Jake, in a while. And, you know, let's go, man. USA tonight, baby.
Let's go Knicks. World champs, Prison Mike. Don't worry about the Jets. Their dysfunction. Don't worry yet. Enjoy it. Bask in the Nick glory, all right? Don't be talking to me about a Jet Super Bowl. You just setting yourself up for disappointment.
No, trust. Hey, you know, what do you think about the trades, Jake? You think that's going to affect us?
Which
with
trades?
The Knicks? What's his name going to 76ers?
I mean, I think they clearly got better. Boston got worse. Makes losing Mitch easier to take. But I think the Knicks have done really well, keeping basically everyone together besides Mitch. And I think, you know, replacing Mitch with what's his name was a pretty good move given the circumstances. Drummond, I think, is
right? Yeah.
Exactly the type of player you were looking for the veteran minimum.
And listen, we had guys who took less money to stay. That's what you want from guys, you know.
Andrew Shabbat, yep.
You know, so you know, I mean, listen, you know, I think they have a good shot to have another good team, and you know, we'll see what happens. But listen, it's July 6th. Training camp around the corner, so my baseball season's over with the Mets, and so let's go Jets, baby.
Yeah.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Don't leave. Who let the dogs out? Don't leave.
Hey, Beast, give us a Team USA chant. USA. USA. Say it. Say it.
Rejected. Sorry.
No communist on my show then. Damn. Jets Worldwide says, I'm applying to be the new Wheel of Champions announcer. USA. 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 Whoever calls in and has the best USA chant during the show, you get to send us to the Wheel of Champions at the end here.
We're being told you have some correspondence via digital web browsers sent to you from communist networks.
So I took a look at my email here, and it's a little incoherent to read.
No. You're still a loser. Clown show. Say it with me, Mike. Clown show. Clown show. Clown show. Clown show. Clown show.
Devin with a super chat. I'll take KOC. Great show, Jake. I like PM Take too. PM Take.
Prison Mike.
Oh, Prison Mike's take. Devin, thank you. Appreciate your support. Let's get to more of your calls right now. Beast is still on the line, but we will not go to a communist unless he chants USA. So let's go to this man instead.
He's the brother man, Kansas dude who loves the Jets. He's the brother man, can't be more polite and chat. He's a brother man. They call him Derek, and he's totally cool. He's the brother man. He's Derek, the Kansas Jets fan.
Yo, Jake, DT, what's up, brothers?
What up, brother man?
Not much. I'm getting excited, man. We only got 21 days till training camp.
Oof.
Even shorter till the rookies report. Got that summer heat coming on, man. I'm excited. I cannot wait to like get on my phone, Instagram, anything, and I'm just going to be seeing players in full pads actually making plays, plays that matter, and then we'll actually be able to do some, actually creative like breaking down on stuff that's going on. Did you guys have a good fourth, man? I haven't seen you in a while, DT.
Hell yeah, man. It was great. Pool, 100-degree heat in the south, kids asking to be thrown around in the pool. It was a good time. You talking about training camp. Who are you most excited to see when the pads come on?
Good question. Okay, so I'll give you two. On offense, I'm going to go with Braylon Allen.
Okay.
And then I guess if I had to pick one as a receiver, I'd go with A.D. Mitchell. I think those are the top two. I'm pretty confident in the offensive line. I know that they're going to do their jobs, but my top two on offense would be Braylon and A.D. And on defense, I want to see Bailey and Pons. I'm hoping to see Pons, create some plays. What about you, DT? You got any?
Yeah, I like those rookie call outs. Braylon, I like Braylon too. I'll have to steal that one. It feels like he doesn't need to put pads on because he's so swole, but like when he puts the pads on, like how freakish is he going to be at 252 pounds, whatever he is? Like the fact that he's going up in weight from 238 last year is pretty insane. So it's definitely a good one. I'm going to say Kingsley Enagbare because I think he's going to be considered one of the base run defensive ends in the 3-4, I guess, outside linebacker type technically. But I want to see what he does against the run because that's probably going to determine if David Bailey is on the field on first down and 10 when the players first come out on the field, because I think it's going to be Osai on the other side. And then from a secondary perspective, I'll go opposite Pons. I want to see what Jarvis Brownlee can do because Rich said in his article that it looks like he's the favorite to be the slot guy, but they love Pons. So what can Jarvis do to kind of hold off the rookie? And I think that's going to be one of like the best matchups in training camp is the slot corner between Pons and Brownlee.
Nice. I love it. What about you, Jake? Do you have any top two on offense or defense that you're most excited for once training camp pads come on?
That's definitely one of them right there. I'm excited to see that. Anything Bailey does up front, right?
Yeah.
Against either of the tackles, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
4 sacks on day one of training camp. I don't care if it's against Bailey Zappi or Brady Cook even. Like, give me 4 David Bailey sacks and we'll start the run.
Yeah, against our tackles, I'll take it, man. I think that's something you get excited about.
Yeah.
Man. Only Jason Fabani days away until week 1, so we only got 69 left.
Nice.
I got to run. I got a couple things I got to do, but thanks so much for the time, fellas. Let's go Team USA today. It's a good thing that we got Logan back.
Can we get a chant? Can we get a chant out of you?
USA, USA, USA. Let's go. And I have a dream.
USA, USA, say it, Beast. USA, USA.
Beast, who you rooting for in the World Cup?
USA. We can't see you pointing at your fat rear as it's very dark in your attic.
ASS. ASS. Do we know
USA?
Do we know who Beast is rooting for in the World Cup?
England.
England. Oh, okay.
USA. USA.
Can we get some analysis on why England? As Spain scores in the 91st minute. Let's
you're ahead
go.
of me, damn you. You spoiler.
Let's go. I'm sorry. I'm usually the one that's behind.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan here, trying to tell you, USA will beat Belgium 1-0.
Just leave a message. Just leave a message. Thank you.
I don't want to hear from Hacksaw, whoever. I want to hear from Beast.
I'm glad you were dressed up
it's
like
the goal.
Let's go.
Hulu, so delayed.
I'm on Fox 1. Shout out my boss for giving me his login. I was watching on Peacock, so everything was Telemundo, Multivista when I was dual screening it. But I'm happy to be watching on Fox 1 now. Although you had an issue, what's this issue you got with Thierry Henry and Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
I just find them boring. Like they have no personality.
Not everything needs personality.
I need a little energy. All right, you can't be asleep.
What do you think about Alexi Lawless?
He at least has energy.
No, that man stinks.
He played on a World Cup team. He's American, unlike the other two guys. Played on 2 World Cup teams.
He's the least legendary of the 3. But yeah, I get what you're saying. From a technical perspective, they break the game down really well. But yeah, I get it. It's not like your average panel of broadcasters for sure. It's not your NBA, what is it, on TNT team?
Yeah.
Ernie and Charles and Shaq.
I don't need them to be inside the NBA, but can you give me a little personnel? Like, it's supposed to be exciting. It's the World Cup, and they're like half asleep.
Sure. Yeah. Zlatan is very monotone for sure.
Michael Levinson, he is in the Asmaniac raffle for 4. Thank you very much, Michael. I'm not going to read it, though. I'm going to have Beast read it and see if he can do it. Beast? Read Michael Levinson's super chat. Prison Mike, come on, Beast. Read it. You live in America, do you not? No, you don't? Not in America. Got it. I'll read it. USA, USA, let's go.
I want to know what was on that photograph that he was looking at, because that looked like, what is it, the Batman meme where he's laying in bed looking at the photo? I want to know what was on the other side of that photo. What was he looking at with such, like, longing? Like, he absolutely missed whatever was on that photo. You know what it was? It was beans and toast, because he's an Englishman.
Hungry Hippo writes in, Beast kneeling during the anthem. Would Beast kneel?
That goes against Beast's ideals, I feel like.
Dana writes in, make Beast American again. That's our new slogan.
Make America Beast again.
Envelet says, deport this commie. I never thought Beast would be anti-America.
I can't believe you said, don't you live in America? And he shook his head no. Where do you live then, Beast? Also, what is the rationale?
Global studio headquarters are based in the United States.
Yeah. What is also the rationale of rooting for England?
Gator had a theory that because Beast speaks English, he thinks he's actually English.
Gotcha. Hey, man, I think that's a very good connection for Beast to make, and I'm with it. I support it.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you enter the raffle. If you haven't, we're going to need someone new to send us to the wheel. Maybe I'll call the Jets and see if Darren Muji's available to do it. Ralphie rocks, though. He's next on our show today. Hello, Ralphie.
Hey guys. How are you?
Ralphie.
Ralphie.
Hey, DT.
How are you?
Good. On this rainy Monday, I'm getting ready for the beach bash, Jake.
This Saturday. It's going down, Ralphie.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, he's got the bucket hat. Yes.
And I got my my Gotham City Speedo. We're ready for it. That's the third. That's the alternate pair, the gray Gotham City one. In terms of the secondary, I'm a big Malachi Moore fan. He's back there. I'm really excited to see Minka and hopefully Malachi Moore be on the field together. I think that's some most dynamic pairing. I'm excited about Minka. I mean, just to have like a 5-time Pro Bowler back there, it's a huge upgrade for us. Even if he is, I mean, I don't think he's so old. I think he's still towards the back end of his prime. Mm-hmm. I think he wasn't really thrilled playing for the Dolphins. So hopefully, being close to home, he's a New Jersey guy. He'll be pumped up and willing to play. What do you think about Minka?
I think he's the best case scenario for who you're just talking about, Malachi Moore. Because best case for the Jets is Minka and Malachi are the two starting safeties, whether it's, halfway through the season, a quarter of the way, whatever, at some point during the season, because that means that he is learning and Minka is able to teach and develop him, be a bit of a player coach to a degree, because there were moments with Malachi last year that were really good. And then there were moments where it's like, oh, like that angle you took on the run was just like, if you were coached up a little bit, maybe we can eliminate that out of his game. So, yeah, I do think that that's a really good teacher / mentor for Malachi. And I hope he is the starter, because I don't need to see Andre Cisco. I don't need to see Dane Belton. Like, those are guys like high rotational players that give you flexibility. But Malachi Moore, to me, needs to be getting a predominant amount of reps by at least week 8.
Yeah, I mean, he played like a rookie last year, but I mean, I think he exceeded expectations. I mean, I think he was a 4th rounder towards the back end of the 4th round. I think he was like the 130th pick, something like that. And, he got thrust in there when I was at the Tampa Bay game when we were there. That was his first start due to injuries. So, he did cause a fumble, recovered a fumble. He showed some promise. He definitely bad angles on some plays, definitely got he only played safety 1 year at Alabama, and he played that star position, which is sort of like where Brian Branch plays, I think, for the Lions now. So, he definitely was a learning curve, but I think he's one of the few players, I think, that got like $1 million bonus, rookies, for exceeding their playing time versus where they were drafted. So, I think he's got the most upside. Yeah, Dane Belton to me seems like a special teams ace. I mean, if I had to guess.
Yeah, Chris Banjo will enjoy him some Dane Belton.
Yeah. And that's about all I got, guys. USA tonight, obviously, rooting for him.
Do you have a chant for us, Ralphie?
I do. I mean, I do like the I believe that we will win. I do like that chant. People don't, but I tend to like that one. Yep. But I'll still give you a USA, USA, USA.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let's go.
Ralphie rocks.
Just don't let go of the rope.
That's how it's done, man. I don't know why Beast can't just do it.
9 simple letters for the rest of our lives.
Jay writes in, do communists have bras?
They don't believe in them.
Gator writes in, Beast, can you put on a bra or a shirt? Bra good too. Beast, why are you shirtless? Is there a rationale behind it?
This was me in 1993 with Santa Claus.
I don't know what this has to do with anything. Thank you.
And you insulted it, Dylan. You insulted me for this one.
I didn't insult it. I just said I want to know what's on the picture.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I'm sure you'll take that as an insult, Beast. You're so sensitive.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, what does this photo of you with Santa have to do with you unable to say USA all the way?
If England gets knocked out, then you'll get a fair shake.
If England gets, but you're not English though, so we don't quite understand.
So what?
You're American.
You'll get a USA on me out of the first shake if England loses.
Well, why not now? You're not in English native. You're not.
You know, these insults of me needing a bra, I don't need this shit.
Forget the bra insults. Let's focus on why the insults are coming your way. It's because you're not rooting for our country, the nation that you live in, the nation that the global studio headquarters is based in.
The one that feeds you every day. This country feeds you, Beast. This country gave you the freedom to go work out, to take
Hogwarts
showers.
Is that the connection you denied ever going to Hogwarts?
Oh, shit. Oh, you just unlocked it. You found the Chamber of Secrets, Jake.
Is that what this is about, Beast?
Yep. Hogwarts is located conveniently in England. I think that's what it has to be. I think we'll get an abracadoodle before we'll get a USA chant.
For as long as I can remember, ever since I was a little boy, it was my dream to go to Hogwarts. People always told me, Beast, you're not a wizard. You don't know magic. But I said, I don't care. I'm doing it anyway. And guess what? So what did I do? I grabbed the nearest one and started flinging it around. Pew, pew, pew. Abracadadoodle. Now nobody disrespects me because I'm a proud graduate of Hogwarts. And listen up, Six Rings. Keep talking and I get a spell for you behind the 7-Eleven.
I guess it all makes sense.
We've unlocked it. This is it.
Gatorade should imagine the show if the Jets were good. I lived to experience that one day. I really do, man. Because this fan base is so great, especially the ones who watch our shows here, this community. God.
Yeah. I think my favorite story as it relates to like me and Jets content is going back to Jet Nation. My very first article I ever wrote was the coaching cycle of 2019, and I had to edit in the Adam Gase paragraph. And that was like the most demoralizing edit I've ever had to do on an article post ever. And that's how it started for me in content. So no, I could not imagine what it would be like if the Jets were good. We would all be flooded with, great community members, subscribers. Everything would just be tenfold.
Ant Banks, Beast is such a crybaby. It's hilarious.
Dude, I offended him by asking to see what was on the picture.
It was him with Santa Claus.
Dude, the last thing I would have ever imagined on that picture, like maybe like a lost pet, a picture of baby Joey as a little, whatever a hamster baby is called.
M. DeLizzi says, I love Beast. It's killing me. He can't say USA. People love Beast, but this is just a shocking turn of events. The man wears a MAGA hat.
It's great enough to wear the hat, but it's not great enough to do the chant, I guess. I don't know.
I've begun counting.
His guy got his boy back. Like, I'm so confused.
Yeah, Big Don went to bat for Balogun, baby. Ralphie in the raffle for 2 says, give me Liberty or give me a new bathroom. USA. Ralphie, well said.
Yeah.
Last chance to get in on the show. I've begun counting all the raffle names here. We got a great one up for grabs today. It's a signed football by Garrett Wilson. You familiar with his work, DT?
Yeah, G5, man. I've heard of him. Actually, this is so funny. I'm wearing a G5 shirt. And I knew him back when he was 17.
Yeah, G17 shirt, actually.
For those who are new to the G5 experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of an experience, this portion of the Jake Asman Show is presented by IndaCloud. It's summer. The heat is up. The schedule's packed. Sometimes you just need to mentally cool down without crashing out like Beast is over not being able to say USA. Between vacations, cookouts, long weekends, every Saturday somehow becoming a full production, summer can be exhausting. That's where IndaCloud comes in. They are a fully legal online cannabis dispensary with THC gummies, premium pre-rolls, zero sugar THC sodas, energy gummies, and extra strength sleep gummies. Everything is federally legal, hemp THC, lab tested, and shipped discreetly right to your door. If you're 21 or older, go to indacloud.co. Use my code ASMAN for 30% off your first subscription order, plus free gifts and free shipping on qualified orders. That's indacloud.co. Code ASMAN. Enjoy responsibly. And thanks to IndaCloud for supporting the Jake Asman Show. Ladies and gentlemen, let's head right back to your calls before we wrap this baby up. Joining us now on the Gustbuster Umbrella Hotline is a man who I believe will be rooting for the United States of America this evening.
Extraordinary. Extraordinary. That's extraordinary. That's extraordinary. That's extraordinary. That's extraordinary. It's quite extraordinary. Quite extraordinary. You know, women shouldn't vote. Just do laundry and vacuum. Extraordinary.
And you got Beast right. I never noticed that Beast is in the background of that last. I never noticed that. It's like one of those things. Like, what do they call it? The Mandela effect? When you don't, is that what it's called? When you don't notice something that's always been there. So my call is actually about that. About Beast. I missed the early show. I just tuned in like 7 minutes ago. Beast is not rooting for USA. What's going on?
Yeah, he won't ever say he's rooting for the U.S. He won't acknowledge that he lives in the U.S. He wears a MAGA hat all the time. So the other day I asked him to give us a U.S. chant to end the show, and he wouldn't do it, which kind of sparked all this stuff in the chat of Beast. Is he actually a communist or not? And he's not denying it.
Okay. I mean, not denying it is, I mean, it's not an admittance, but it's pretty close to it. Like, Jake, ask me if I'm a communist.
Are you a communist?
Hell no. You see how easy that is? You see how easy that is? You know what else is easy to do? Come on, guys. Ready? USA. 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 See how easy
Let's
that
go.
is? Is he rooting for Belgium or is he like
England? England.
He's rooting for.
Because he speaks English, Gary. I think we need to expand Gary's voting restrictions to all women and Beast. Apparently,
no, Beast doesn't get the vote for sure. Absolutely not. Did you guys? I don't even like soccer like that. But did you guys watch the Mexico versus England game? Like,
I did.
Intense.
Oh, yes.
It was cool. It was cool.
Electric.
Yeah, it was cool, which is interesting because so often in my sport. You see Mexicans go over to England and upset the British fighter when they're not supposed to. This was the opposite. This was the Brits going over to Mexico and upsetting the Mexicans. Did you see Canelo in the crowd? Canelo was there.
No,
I did see when they showed him.
Yeah.
Dude, they got stunned. Those 2 goals by England, man, they really – that first goal they overcame. But that second goal, when they just weren't prepared and they gave the ball up at the attacking third and England just capitalized, it was so hard to – you can't suffer those because they obviously leveled it at 2, but it was that goal 90 seconds after the first one that was just the killer.
Hey, Gary, did you see the picture that Beast held up before? Were you watching then?
No. I literally.
Yeah, someone zoomed in on it. Apparently, it's Beast and Putin.
Oh, shoot.
He's got the sickle and hammer tattoo thing. Yeah.
There it is.
Look at that. It all starts to make sense now. It's always it's never the communist that is your plumber who's a road dog. It's never the small business owner. It's never the guy that owns the local shop. It's always a guy in his mom's basement who's the communist. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I don't know any communists personally.
It's never the productive member of society. It's never the electrician. It's never the blue collar craftsman. It's never the shop owner. It's always a guy in his mom's basement who's like, I'm a communist. Always. This actually makes perfect sense. Have you really never met a communist, Jake? Have you never met a communist?
Well, I mean, I live in New York, so there's definitely some communists around me.
Are they productive people? Like the guy that comes over and fixes your HVAC is never a communist.
Probably not a commie.
Yeah, never. It's always somebody like Beast.
Here's the question though: is this man a commie?
People used to call me Pits. That's why I shave my goddamn body here. That's why I shave my pits. That's why I want to stay fresh.
Why did they call you Pits?
Because I used to stink.
Beast, are you a commie?
Beast, are you a commie? Is this real? This isn't real.
Oh, it's real.
Can you stop doing that, bro?
You're gonna welt your head, dude.
Yeah, seriously, just stop. I don't care what you do, but that's painful for me to watch. Like, as a favor to me, please stop that. Yeah.
That's not the WWE chair you think it is.
Beast is a pro wrestler, wood. Though. He knows how to make the hits look real.
That is solid wood. He's gonna turn around and just have welts on his head.
Beast is trying to do the old Gary silent treatment move here.
I don't understand why he's doing this though.
Dude, I need IndaCloud to fix the headache I'm getting from this.
IndaCloud will fix that. I think IndaCloud will work on that.
The whole thing I have just not understood is this all started out as like an innocent, Beast, like send us out of here with a U.S. chant, and he just couldn't do it. And it turns out it's because he might be a communist. Beast, you're not a communist, are you?
What's your problem with the USA? As opposed to other countries. I understand it's not a perfect country. I understand it's got warts. It's still better than all the other countries. It's in our home. It's who we are. You were born in this country, yeah? Your parents were born in this country, I believe?
I remember Carl was giving him crap like a month ago about how the country's so quote-unquote great. And Beast was standing up for the country. Like, he put on his red, white, and blue. And like my whole thing with the World Cup for the people that don't love soccer, like you, Gary, like you don't watch a lot of soccer, like we just give us another reason to root for our country,
That's
to
all
stand
I want.
behind our
Reason to
flag.
root for
Like,
America. Yeah.
I don't like. It's kind of crazy to like not take another excuse to bleed red, white, and blue.
If we could beat the Brits, if we could beat the Brits in the final, beat them in their own game, well, what's better than that? That's better than anything. That's amazing.
Yeah.
My grandfather came home one day in 1969 and told my Nona, "We're moving to America. I want to go work on a fishing boat as a commercial fisherman and risk my life because that country over there is great." Like, this country means a lot to me, right? Like, they had a decent life over there, and my grandfather's like, "No, I'm gonna pack up everything, move over to America, live in a little house in Howard Beach, and go be gone at sea for a week at a time and risk my life on one of the most dangerous jobs because I want to live in America." And they got people like Beast. Like, you can't. What is your problem with America, bro?
They're saying Beast should be deported.
I would deport him to where, though? Where? Yeah, he wants to go to England because he speaks English, right? Okay, let's deport him there. You go to England. I don't think they'll have you, though. I don't think they'll have you. Yeah, I don't think England will have you.
Looks extra windy in the Global Studio headquarters today.
Do you think England would have him? I don't think they'd have him. I think they'd send him back.
Could you imagine Beast having tea with the Queen?
The Queen?
He would hate it there anyway. The food's a disaster. He'd be there for a day. Like, where's the good food? Like, we don't have good food here.
I think Beast is a fan of beans and toast, man.
I'll be honest. I like the Brits. The Brits, I really do. And it always sounds like I don't because I always insult them. They are hideous looking people. Like, you can always tell who's not British
I love them
because they're not ugly. They are so ugly. Like, I'm not even being insulting. They're ugly people. Not everyone who lives in England. But I'm saying the British people, like the people who are ethnically British, are ugly. Their food is terrible and their fighters are no good.
I think the third one probably weighs heavier on your personal list than the other two.
I just hate how they fight. Like, you
other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the flight?
I like the Brits. I do. Like, I like going. I've been there probably 10 times. I like going over there. I do. But like the people,
one of the best
ugly.
heavyweights ever is British. Tyson Fury.
The heavyweights are good. Other than the heavyweight, they run the heavyweight division. They do. I give them that. I'm not hating on them. I'm just pointing out what's objectively true. They have a guy named Dalton Smith. They're heavyweights, and they love boxing. Like, my daughter Decker asked me, like, why do they love boxing so much if their fighters suck? I'm like, I don't know. It's like, so they're kind of like Jet fans. I'm like, exactly like Jet fans. they love their team. They love, like, the Brits love boxing. It's way bigger over there than it is here, and their fighters outside of the heavyweights, Atwama, AJ, Fury. There's a bunch of good heavyweights over there. Their fighters are trash and they don't engage. Like, they have no inside game. They can't fight on the inside. They got to be like at range. They don't have any other gears. There's no more gears like to turn up. I want to sit down with their boxing intelligentsia and just have them explain to me how they view the sport. Like, I remember the Fury Wilder won. Fury had Ben Davidson, who's a British trainer, and Freddie Roach in his training. He had Freddie Roach as the second, if you remember. And Freddie Roach said to Ben Davidson after like the 7th round, I was like, hey, we're having our way with them. Next time he catches them, have him step up. We can get Wilder out of here and just go home. And Davidson's like, nah, we're winning every round. We're just going to keep doing this. And Freddie Roach is like, you're going to sit around and play with Wilder? You're a fighter. Do what you want, right? And then Wilder knocked him down and almost out in the 12th round and ended up being a draw. If he wouldn't listen to Freddie Roach, they could have got him out. And we know this because in the second and third fight, what happened? When he had an American trainer, knocked him out both times. Like, you don't get paid for overtime. Like, this is the hurt business. If you can get someone out, especially Wilder, if you can get him out, get him out.
What do you think
to
about
Gary makes all of us want to whack our heads.
Okay,
says Leo.
I'll stop with the boxing talk.
Peter Castro says, Gary, shut the F up.
Is that necessary, Peter? Is that necessary? I think he's not even British. He's Italian. What does he care if I insult the Brits? I don't even mean to hate on them. They're not attractive people.
Ralphie says Beast is to U.S. soccer as Gary is to salads.
What is? I don't. It's not that he doesn't like U.S. soccer. It's that he doesn't like the U.S., which is insult. What's with the MAGA hat? Like, what is it that he wants to make great again? Like, what country is it that he wants to make great again?
That's why I thought asking him to do a U.S. chant would be the easiest layup in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I thought so too. What's his opposition to it? Like, why doesn't he want to do it?
We can't get a straight answer out of the man.
We just get silence and headshots by the folding table.
I'm actually like offended that he won't do it. Like, why won't he do a USA chant?
He's un-American, unpatriotic.
This could be the reason.
What country? Like, if you don't love the country you're in, if you're not willing to die as a man for the country that you live in, go to the one that you are. I'm being serious. If this is not the one for you, okay, fine. Then just go to the one that you think is better fits you. I don't understand his problem. Like, it's offensive to me. It really is. And I don't even get offended. But like, you don't love this country? You think there's better ones? England? You want to go to England?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, Gary, good call. Hard to disagree with some of those takes.
Dude, this is actually kind of. I'm not going to say I'm offended by Beast because he's his own being and can do whatever he wants, but it is pretty alarming that somebody that loves to wave patriotism in people's face is like not about doing a USA chant.
Crazy. Some super chats I want to hit. Devin says this show is awesome. Devin, thank you, man. You're awesome for watching. Candyman in for 2 says, Dylan, always positive, my Carolina friend. You made a fan of Candyman.
Yeah, Candyman, I appreciate you, bro. I think the Carolina heat has gotten to my brain, completely fried. It was 100 degrees the last couple of days, so that's probably where all the positivity comes from.
We appreciate you, Candyman. Shooter's in the raffle for 2. Thank you, Shooter. Beast, Kurt Angle won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck for his country. What have you done besides reap the benefits of this country for Orioles for breakfast? USA, USA, USA.
It's fair, man. It's fair. You like a lot of the systems in place that help you out, but you don't like the country itself. It seems a little backwards. It's like biting the hand that feeds you.
More of your calls before we wrap this baby up.
Purple belt Mike, he loves the dark night. He's got a green pool and he jumps right in. Maybe someday he'll get a brown belt, but for now he's just that purple belt Mike. Purple belt Mike, it might be purple, but he can still kick your dirty ass.
Oh, fuck.
USA, 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 USA. Fuck them Belgian waffles, baby. We're going to win tonight, and we're going to win the whole thing. I don't give a shit what anybody says. If you're in this country and you're not rooting for USA, then fuck you. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I got USA everywhere. Look at this shit. USA here. I got USA here. I got my flag with me, baby. We're going to do this shit, baby. Fuck them Belgian waffles. Let's go. Let's go, USA. USA. USA.
On behalf of the Jake Asman Show, we apologize for the foul language.
Well, that escalated quickly.
I'm so glad during the intro I put in the chat, I said, here comes an elite USA chant, and by golly, we got one.
Look, we called in the heavy hitters here. Who's got the best USA chant on today's show? There's a guy on the line that I know when he wants to can bring the passion. Just take a look.
No, thank you.
Yes. Let's go.
Hello, Charles.
I just want to say Team USA all the way. If you don't support this team, if you live in this country and don't support the team, get the hell out of here. Pretty much Purple Belt Mike took all the words that I wanted to say during when I wanted to call in. So go Team USA. USA, baby. Even though I love me some waffles, screw them Belgian waffles right now. It's all about Team USA. Let's bring home the gold, baby. Let's freaking go. God bless America, baby. Peace out.
You'll never get my chicken soup recipe. I'm not saying that those two take steroids. Need some of it. Hey, child. Who is that lovely lady? Send it this way, child.
Man, I'm dying at this comment here from Hungry Hippo. Please call back in and sing Oasis to us wrapped in an English flag. You're my wonder wall. Honestly, if Beast did that, fine. Then he could root for the Brits the rest of the tournament. Beast, call in with your English flag and you sing Oasis to us, and fine. You could abandon your country and you could root for the Brits.
Was that Charles' call? One, glorious in all Charles calls, could be. Was that a work call from Charles? Was he calling in from a place of employment?
I'm not sure where he is. I know he has some potential job interviews in the works, but I haven't gotten an update from Chuck. Let me see if I can find out for us. Any job updates? I just messaged him, so we'll see. Yeah, I mean, that was a great Gorman call, though. Short and sweet. Nailed it.
Hit all the points. We got a USA out of him, man. I mean, look how easy it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls right now.
I think that Gary likes the idea of living in Howard Beach because he likes the idea of the proximity to the famous New Park Pizza. It doesn't really have anything to do with hanging out with our boy Lou B. But it's close to the airport. It's got New Park Pizza there on Cross Bay Boulevard, so that's probably what he's thinking there. Yeah, and the other thing with the British women, I mean, I know he's talking in generalities, but there are exceptions. I mean, Liz Hurley and Kate Beckinsale and so on. You know, some of those British ladies are top of the shelf. So, did you guys have a chance to watch the Spain Portugal?
I have it on. It's over, right? 1-0 was the final.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Pretty intense there at the end. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this evening's game, and you know, I'll be singing my Credence while Beast is singing his Oasis. So yeah, I mean, I don't really know what the decision is that Beast. I feel like maybe you know, the Chicago Burbs are so bad that you've kind of lost track of who you are. Come on, man. This is the USA. This is go time, man. And as we learned from Dr. Evil, you know, the Belgians can be evil. So let's see if we can't right set tonight and get to the what is it, round of 8 after this?
Yeah, quarterfinals, baby. This would be our best run in like a significant amount of time. We always get hung up on the round of 16.
I mean, lose in devastating fashion. It's always tight, like 2-1, extra time.
The last time we made the round of 16 was 2014, and we lost 2-1 to Belgium.
Oof.
And Kevin De Bruyne had 2 goals that game. He was the young buck then. Now he's kind of the gray beard of the Belgian team. But yeah, that was our last round of 16 exit was by way of Belgium.
Could you imagine 2 Canyons of Heroes parades in the same span of like 2 or 3 months?
As a non-Knicks fan, I couldn't even believe the first one and all the great scenes that I saw out of the parade and everything like that. So a second one would be great. But this is one that, you know, all 50 states can enjoy, not just a group of New Yorkers. Like everybody will be able to enjoy this one. So that would be something.
I'll get to my final Jets point. I was interrupted before by an unexpected leak in my closet about 8 inches away from where I sit from my workstation. But you know, I think that this secondary should be embarrassed about their lack of interceptions last year. It's fucking sickening. Let's put an end to it. And I wanted an end to it against Salah, and let's get more than one. Let's put an exclamation point on that. There's no excuse for it, especially with some of the improved talent on the defense. I appreciate your time, guys.
Kyle, excellent call. Let's go US tonight. Again, we talked about it earlier. It should be personal for them.
Yes.
You were an embarrassment last year. Like if that doesn't motivate you, then what will motivate you? Like you did something that will never be done in the history of the NFL ever again.
Yeah, if they were like nonchalant about this thing in Rich's article and the quotes weren't, oh yeah, we got to get the monkey off our back and it's embarrassing and all this and that, I would be super concerned for like the culture you're trying to build for players to just be okay with that. And it's one thing for new players, and this happens a lot with the Jets, for new players, specifically rookie draft picks. They come in and they don't wear the stains of all of this playoff drought. But after being here for 1 year even, guys feel it and it weighs them down. So like needing to be accountable for something like this is the expectation. Like this is the bare minimum. Like now, like Kyle said, go put a stamp on it. Go put 2 on Cam Ward, actually like emphatically break the streak, and no one will ever talk about it again.
Amen. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, more of your outstanding calls right now. Let's get to our guy, Lou B, who's on the line. Hello, Lou. What story are you going to say this week that's going to be wildly inappropriate?
I want to be on the 69 team. Let me tell you why. Number one, I know every inch of Long Island, Jake. There's not a street you could say. I performed 69 in Long Island dozens of times, obviously. I own a black van.
Calm your freaky down.
I own a black van for abductions. I know what Starbucks that Tomlin goes to. I need to be I just wanted to be considered for the 69 team.
Lou B joins us now. Hello,
I am
Lou.
on Team 69, just so anyone that doesn't know, I am now on Team 69. That is official, Jake and DT. I hope you guys know that.
Members of Team 69 will be at HQ2 all together on Saturday.
And they can bring cigars. I cleared cigars because that's all Neil has been talking about. And Nick Stein, I hope we don't get anyone like burn holes in their bodies and stuff at the pool from these guys with their cigars. But we've cleared the cigars, so Nick Shine and Neil can be happy.
That's fantastic. So you can smoke cigars at Gangrene Beach Club on Saturday.
Yes, you can. So we are ready. DT, I am so sorry you're not coming.
Dude, it's killing me, man. It's killing me that I can't.
What is it called? The super green juice?
Jet fuel, baby.
Jet fuel.
Super green juice.
Super green juice. That's what I thought it was.
But bartender, I ordered one for Dylan, and she says, just don't have more than 3. And he was like on his 6th. And I was like,
I look at Lou, I'm like, bro, this is my 6th.
Yeah. So we know how that night ended up, Dylan.
That night was great. That night was fantastic. I remember every inch of it, including the bathroom stall and what it looked like before and after my usage.
It was green.
It was fucking green.
It looked like a green Renzel. It was a green. What would Beast act like if he had 6 of those? How would Beast be with 6 of those in his
That folding table would be broken with a big Beast-sized dent in it.
You know he's coming October 25th to the tailgate. He's coming.
Beast Feast.
Beast Feast.
The Beast Feast. Let's go.
Yeah. So
we get Nattic burgers
the day before with Thunderlips, which his wife isn't supposed to know. So hopefully she's not watching this right now. And he's going bowling with Thunderlips, and then the next day is Beast Feast. He's the king, and we're trying to get his spikes through security. I told him you have to check it in because he wants to wear his black leather vest to a hot Jets game, cold Jets game.
Now, let me ask you this, Lou.
Yeah.
I know you love Beast. I love Beast. A lot of people, though, very surprised that it appears he could be a commie. Does that impact your love of the man?
As you know, he called me last night, and he was so screaming, yeah! I was like, what happened? I don't know what happened. We traded for Burrow. And he's like, "Oh, England won." And I was like, "Oh, England won." I was like, "All right." And I said, "You're cheering for USA, right?" And he just won't do it. He just will not do it. I think he doesn't like to look like a front runner. And I said, "Beast," but all the jobs, all the people in the bars, all the people that work hard every day for years for Team USA. He will not. Jake, you said it. There's some type of disconnect. He just will not agree. He will not cheer for US. I said, if they're out, Then what? Will you cheer? No, he won't do it. I don't know. I don't agree.
And they're not even a front runner team. The United States, like being a front runner team would be like Beast picking England, a team that's won the World Cup since 1930. Of all the World Cups, there's only been 8 countries that have won this thing. England is already one of them, and they don't shut up about it, actually. But the United States, they are like the underdog of all underdogs right now. I'm sure there's probably one team ranked worse than the United States right now in the remaining, I guess there's like 12, 15 teams left in it or whatever. But yeah, they're not the front runner by any chance.
You people are going to get upset about it. We live in the United States, Beast. We have to cheer for USA. I don't like soccer too much, but I am fucking watching the game tonight, going to a bar. USA.
It's an easy excuse. Easy excuse to back your country.
Amen. Like, but I'll never back the Giants no matter what, even if they're in the Super Bowl. So I that's the only thing. But this is completely different.
The blue-haired Karens have more spirit for USA right now.
I don't understand, Jake. It's something with him with it. I don't.
It doesn't make sense. The global studio headquarters are based in the United States of America.
I don't understand. And I spoke to him today about it again. He called me before after your first show.
He wears a MAGA hat. It doesn't make sense. I thought this was the biggest layup ever to get Beast to a crazy U.S. chat.
You know, he's upset about some stuff, and he thinks that the USA is sort of to blame. And I'm like, it's not.
Go live in Gaza then.
First of all, his business is doing good. You know, the business cards, we made him the business cards, me and Gator, and he put him out in town, and the phone's ringing. And he told everyone it's too hot to do the job. They called me, he said it's too hot. He turned them down. It's unbelievable. His marketing is
Wait, actually, so people call, for those who don't know, Lou and Gator designed business cards for Beast. His actual business card that he has his number and info on it. The one on the screen is everything but the actual number for Beast. Lou's got a copy of it in his hand. He's holding it up. And so you mean to tell me that Beast received phone calls and he turned down business because he said it's too hot?
Yes. His marketing.
Don't advertise outside freaking work.
I blocked the number too, but yeah, I said, well, he's got 3 people on hold, and he called it today, and he said that he gave the guy the business. Like, I don't like give him a hard time about like wanting him to do a job in the heat. I'm like, Beast, you're gonna lose these customers. So
they're never calling back. That's it.
No, they're done. They're done.
And you know, it's supposed to be like, look, this is supposed to be a man's man right here that can go through thunderstorms. I mean, this is
thunderstorms and a little bit of heat slowing him down.
Really incredible. He's turning people down. So now I have a bigger box because I only mailed him like half of them. So I said, tell me when you run out. So the plan is for him to keep on going out, but I'm like, but when they call, you have to go do the work, right? So he's eating salads. He's trying harder. So he's getting turned down. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe Charles Gorman should locate there, and Charles does the lawn mowing.
Gorman, by the way, because Dylan asked where he was calling from, was at a KFC.
So not working, but eating. Okay.
He was eating. He was enjoying some Kentucky Fried Chicken on this fine Monday evening.
Gorman is something else, man. That guy is special too. He really is. He really is one of a kind. I like his football takes lately. Much better though. I don't know. His football takes are getting better. Gorman's takes. I like him.
He's the Gormanator.
Yeah, he's pretty good. But he's got to fight for that first pick for us this year, man. We need him to get on that Indy horse no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what. That's what we need. But, Dylan, I'm sorry you're not coming this weekend. Gang Green Beach Club, this is going to be a really good event. And, guys, if it rains, we do have a venue inside. I don't think it's going to rain till like 6 o'clock at night. But since it's been such a shitty weekend, people have been asking me. We do have a venue that we could move inside if worst case scenario. But I don't think it's going to rain. So just give everyone the heads up. We'll have cigars there from Neil, Nick Shine, where you Gang Green stuff. For the Nick fans, LJ is going to be there. We have some performances. We have a DJ from Love Island. We have this new big trending song that's going to be performing. I mean, there's an ensemble of shit going on. I got Jet cheerleaders, Jet dancers. We got some signs. We got some music that's going to be mixed from all these different podcasts playing. So Gina Turner, who is the big tailgate DJ that we use at the tailgates, she's coming, and yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's going to be out of control, though. I mean, the event that we have put together here for the people, it's going to be talked about for centuries.
Yes, for centuries. And then once again, you could just drive into town. Just don't drink and drive when you go home. Get a designated driver. Get in the car. Just head out there. Buy the ticket in advance because it's actually more expensive for everyone else than it is for Gangrene Beach Club members.
Correct. No fees or anything. Lou made this as cheap as possible for Jet fans to be a part of this thing. Go to the website. It's by now, if you don't know where to get your tickets, I really can't help you. But again, it's in the description. GangreneBeachClub.com. I just posted the link again in the live chat for everyone watching live.
Yeah, and it gets hot, so I would suggest like a Jets T-shirt more than a jersey. I mean, you could wear a jersey, but it gets hot there, so it's hot. You could swim, whatever you want to do. Now everyone goes in the pool, but guys, this is going to be fun, and definitely Wayne is going to go around, definitely meeting a bunch of people. He's definitely cool about it. So is LJ for any Knick fans, and that's it. I don't know what else to say. We got Boy Green. Everyone is showing up. Boy Green's coming on Friday. A few guys coming up on Friday, and that's it. That's what we're doing.
Lou, yeah, man. I can't wait, baby. We'll talk soon. Let's go.
JETF.
He's throwing parties for Jets fans. See him shouting at Knicks games. This guy's getting that beast, his hot water. 69 so many times he's lost count. No surrender, he's never leaving early. J-E-T-S, Lou B.
Great call by our guy, Lou B. Today's closer is on the line, which means last call to enter the raffle. End of this very show. That's right. This show, we got ourselves a signed Garrett Wilson football. Speaking of the devil, where's JYB been? Back with a bang. $100 super chat, 20 raffle entries in that G5 signed football raffle for our guy JYB. Hit it.
Get your ass off my super chats. Some of these are gifted memberships too.
Hey.
The hell with it.
JYB, always good to see you, man. Appreciate your support. I got you down in the weekly and, of course, our daily for 20 entries here. He writes in, put me in that Garrett raffle. I hate looking to next year, but Dylan, for 3 first-round picks next year, who is in the early draft watch? Well, you basically can name every quarterback, but Dylan, you're way more versed in the college landscape than I am, of course. So beyond all the quarterbacks, because we could be here all day talking about that, give us some other names that you think could be on the Jets' radar here in summer scouting.
Yeah, well, obviously one of these picks is going quarterback, whether it's, Carr, Manning, Moore, Maava, Mestamaker from North Texas, moved to Oklahoma State now. So one of those is going to be quarterback. 2 other guys, and one is probably going to get pushed back because it's not necessarily a position of need. Obviously, Jeremiah Smith, the wide receiver from Ohio State. Depending on what the quarterback landscape looks like in college football this year, there's a world where I would advocate for Jeremiah Smith to be the Jets' first pick. Say, hypothetically, they're picking 7, 11, and 22. I would take Jeremiah Smith at 7, depending on what the quarterback landscape looked like, and then circle back at 11 and get your quarterback. That's how good I think Jeremiah Smith is. And I'm not going to get out of here without giving somebody with an elite first name. He spells it right, unlike Dylan Tereman, but Dylan Stewart, the edge rusher from, of course, South Carolina. So a lot of brownie points here for him, but he is a special talent off the edge. Again, I don't think the Jets need an edge rusher, but who knows what's going to happen with Will McDonald. Who knows what's going to happen with Enagbare on a 1-year deal. Osai's only here for 2 years. Dylan Stewart, the edge rusher, is really special. Other than that, there's probably a couple other wide receivers you could note, but I really think it's quarterback, Jeremiah Smith, and Dylan Stewart for me right now.
I'll tell you, I love the idea of the Jets being able to pair up one of the quarterbacks with another stud receiver potentially, but we'll see how A.D. Mitchell plays and what Omar Cooper is and all that. But Smith is so enticing when you watch him, man.
Oh, yeah. And actual cousins of Geno Smith. So it's not like, oh, that's my cousin. Like, no, that's his blood cousin. So it's definitely cool. So that would be cool. Because then Geno Smith, even if he is okay this year, he's the bridge for next year for like 4 to 6 games before the rookie comes in. And then you actually have some family chemistry back like we did with Quinnen and Quincy.
PBM wrote in, the Brits will go 0-2 versus the USA in July. Well, we'll find out. Oregon Jets in the raffle for 2 says, tell the Beast, USA stands for the United Sausage Association, USA, USA, USA. DT, today's closer is on the line. Raffle is coming up after we hear from this handsome man.
He's home, his bell is on the bed. That's what feels good. On the road, his bell is on the bed. In a dirty hotel room. He calls the show, his bell is on the bed. He's just more comfortable. He got a beard, loves the Jets, super chats. He's a big fella, sleeps alone. There's no room on his bed, but that's a big fella.
What up, everybody?
Big fella.
How's it going?
Good, man.
Good, man. Yo, today we're taking it to the Belgians, bro. We're taking it to the Belgians. Pancakes are so much better than waffles.
Hell yeah.
Fuck the Belgian waffles. All right, Hershey chocolate is better than Belgian chocolate. You know, if it wasn't for us, they'd be speaking German. Let's go. Let's go. We got our guy back. We're taking it. We're going to the Elite Eight. And who knows what happens after that. But today, history will be made, gentlemen. History will be made.
Fire me up.
And I can say it. USA! 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 Hell yeah. That's the way you do it. Beast, you gotta do it, man. I'm sick of people telling you to be a communist, telling you that you are a communist. All right. First of all, Russia isn't communist anymore. China is. But I digress. Beast, is he on the line? Is he behind
He's on the line? Gator told me he spoke with Beast and instructed him to take a nap immediately.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Gator is his physician, so I will.
You're the Beast whisperer.
I'm the therapist. He's the physician. We work in cohort, so yeah.
I also did receive this though. Apparently, this is what Beast was wearing while watching England last night. Hold on, at the game.
I can't see it.
Oh no.
Well, when you see it on replay, big fella, you'll know that this is why he perhaps feels so strongly about England.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. And if you need somebody to send you to the Wheel of Champions, I'll do it today.
I might need you.
Okay.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I'll do it for sure, man. I'll be in the back if you need me.
All right. You know, you stay right there. We'll come back to you.
All right, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the big fella stepping up to the plate when we need him the most. All right.
That's a real American patriot.
See, big fella believes in achievement. He believes in the United States of America. Land of the free.
Imagine not believing.
Home of the brave.
Shun the non-believer. Shun.
I am just about ready for the Wheel of Champions here. I have all the names. Let me just do a little copy and paste.
Can we agree, though, Belgian waffles or waffles in general is the third best breakfast out of pancakes, French toast, waffles?
Yes.
Yeah, like I'm taking pancakes and French toast over waffles.
Pancakes is going one of my draft.
Yes. Yeah. Pancakes is like keep it simple, stupid. Like it's easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the Wheel of Champions? We bring on today's master of raffle ceremony.
The Jet fans getting a little crazy.
It's the big fella.
Hell yeah. Tonight, we're kicking their ass. Let's go, baby. USA! Now, it is now time to spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions. Kick some Belgian ass, baby. Woo!
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
That was epic by the big fella. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wheel of Champions. Music, please. Here we go. All the names from our 2 shows today. We're playing for a signed Garrett Wilson Jets football. If you win to claim your prize, email me, AsmanJake, asmanjake@gmail.com. That's asmanjake@gmail.com. We need your name. We need your address. We will send you your prize. Everyone who entered today's in our weekly raffle, which we're moving to Friday because of the infrequent amount of shows we did over the holiday weekend, and plus I had some radio mixed in. All right, here we go. DT, call your shot. Who's going to win the G5 helmet?
I think it's got to be JYB, right?
He's got the most entries, ladies and gentlemen. It's time.
I'm a gambler. I go with the odds.
Actually, he's technically tied with Mimosa from this morning. But
oh, I forgot about the morning. Shout out,
ladies and
Mimosa.
gentlemen, it's neither of them. Is it the guy who sent us? No, it's Frank P. Frank P. is the winner of our top prize, the Garrett Wilson signed football. Frank P., congratulations. This is for you. Frank P., you're the winner. Congratulations. The man, Frank P. Dylan?
Oh, yeah.
Plug the DT experience. What do people need to know about your YouTube channel?
Yeah, well, last calendar month without NFL football. So we are in the beginning stages of our summer ranking series. The last video we just put out last week, we broke down all the position groups on the Jets. Then we're going to go roster 60-1. And then we're going to open that up to the AFC East and span it across the entire division and see where the Jets stack up against the Patriots, Bills, and Dolphins. So summer ranking series on the channel, as well as some possible World Cup shorts, depending on the outcome of tonight's game. And absolutely will be more shorts of me playing golf, trying to break bogey on the local par 3 course. The shorts have been doing well for golf. I put out a longer form video for everybody to check out if they want to see your boy end up in the thick stuff quite a bit. But yeah, golf, football, soccer, we got it all on the Dylan Tereman YouTube channel. So come over, give us a subscribe.
Hell yeah. Final super chat from Abuska. Bulgaria has nowhere near enough swag, jiggly, or dip to beat USA. Word to Dylan.
Bulgaria is not
not
our opponent, but I agree with the take. Belgium doesn't have a lot of swag. They got a lot of talent, but they don't have a lot of swag.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the show. Dylan, you're the man. Let's go US tonight. USA. All the way. USA. Say it, Beast. USA. USA. Enjoy the game later. Robbie Sabo back at it with us tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, I play you a blast from the past. Sit back and enjoy greatness personified. Sit back and enjoy a classic moment in Jake Asman Show history. A moment where Charles Gorman chewed so loud we still talk about it to this day. Charles Gorman is up next. Hello, Charles.
Hey, Jake, how's it going?
What's up, Charles? A little rude to be eating on the air, Charles. Charles. What are you eating, Charles? What are we munching on today? Can you hear me? Are you deaf? Charles!
My bad, everybody. Oh, hi. Jake wants me to ask you to click on the like button.
That's right, Lane. And if they don't subscribe to the Jake Asman Show, this team may never win another game. Let's go, Jets!